My time at the University of New England has been very rewarding. I'm so happy that I have the opportunity to deal with athletes at a higher caliber than that of high school. For the spring semester of 2016, I was assigned women's ice hockey and women's softball. My clinical preceptor is Megan Fortier. She's helped me a great deal throughout my time with her. Unfortunately, the hockey team season has just ended. They lost to Norwich in the semifinals of playoffs. They played a very good game, but unfortunately lost 3-1. My first impression of University of New England's clinical site was obviously that it was impressive. It's so much more different than a high school site. There is equipment such as ultrasound and e-stim and hot tubs and ice baths that normally you wouldn't find at a regular clinical site. This allows us to provide a higher standard of care when dealing with athletes than that of a high school site. During this past clinical semester, we've had a multitude of different injuries, each one different from the next. One example is that we've had a grade 2 UCL injury to a hockey athlete. She was playing on the side and got nailed by the boards with a compressive force to her medial elbow. This injury absolutely affected the athlete more psychologically than it did physiologically. She suffers from post-concussive syndrome and has been dealing with the symptoms for the last year or so. In addition, she had to sit out her last playoff season due to an injury to her patella ligament. The only thing she really wanted to do to play is so, aside from giving her treatment such as e-stim and ultrasound and therapeutic exercises, there was a whole nother psychological aspect that we had to work with. In addition to those treatments, the player was also given a brace to help protect her from any valgus or varus forces that could further cause her injury. In addition to the brace, we decided to make a plastic mold of a elbow pad that she would use for practices and games. We took a plastic sheet and put it in the hydrocollator, made it pliable, and then molded it to her elbow pad and then fit it over already pre-existing brace. This allowed her a little extra support. The new elbow pad was also lined with a thin layer of foam. This didn't restrict her range of motion when she was playing, but it also allowed her enough shock absorption in case she did get hit. However, like I stated before, the biggest challenge with this specific athlete was the psychological aspect. She was very distressed about not being able to play, and she sat out for 4 weeks. It was very important that we kept her motivated and still in the game and hopeful. And now that the season is over, I look forward to working with the softball team. They're currently right now in Florida playing in a tournament to start their season. I'm very jealous, but I wish them the best, and I hope to continue working with the collegiate setting. It's very rewarding and I really enjoy it.